Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, October 25th, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, authorities in southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama are struggling to resolve a string of crimes that left 6 people dead over 2 days. Governor Bill Haslam says meetings with 3 credit agencies this week went well, and he's optimistic about the outcomes. The National Healthcare Corporation breaks ground on a new $11 million healthcare facility in Tullahoma. And the Tennessee Highway Patrol is advising motorists to watch out for deer entering roads. And the city of Tullahoma honors the Tullahoma High School award-winning band. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Hi folks, Trey McNabb, General Manager at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The temperature may be cooling down, but the deals at Stan McNabb are heating up. Save money on gas. Lease this 2013 Dodge Dart, $275 a month, 0 cash down. Or choose a Jeep Grand Cherokee remote start and turn the heated seats on before you even get in. Get ready for the colder weather and come get one of these hot deals at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tullahoma. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Hello, this is Jim Lewis. I'm a Democrat running for State Senate in District 16. 30 years ago, when I first ran for the State Senate, I started handing out number 2 hex lead pencils to all the school kids in particular. There's a rumor going around that by handing out number 2 hex lead pencils that I've done more for public education than all the Republicans in Nashville put together. I know it's a credible rumor because I started it. I sure need your vote. Early voting starts October 17th and then the election's November 6th. Come out and vote for me. Thank you very much.
Vote Jim Lewis, a committed, strong, loud, clear voice for the people.
Hi, I'm Jim Woodard of Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Antwerp, Belgium is the diamond capital of the world. As a member of IJO, Woodard's has a rare opportunity to buy directly from the Antwerp diamond cutter. Woodard's will be leaving for Antwerp shortly to hand-pick diamonds at substantial savings. So stop in now and have Woodard's choose the perfect diamond for you, directly from Antwerp, Belgium, only at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Welcome back. Authorities in southern Middle Tennessee and North Alabama are struggling to resolve a string of crimes that left 6 people dead over 2 days. The body of a man wanted for questioning in connection with the brutal deaths of 4 people on Monday was found apparently murdered in Madison County, Alabama yesterday. A coroner says the death of Warren Crutcher didn't appear to be a suicide. His body was found in woods near the Tennessee state line by utility crews. Huntsville, Alabama police on Tuesday found the body of Jeffrey Pope, who had been shot. Pope was an acquaintance of Crutcher. 4 people in Lincoln County, Tennessee, were found dead Monday. Sheriff Murray Blackwelder says 2 young women and an 18-month-old infant were found dead at a home in a rural development off the Huntsville Highway south of Fayetteville. A 3-year-old boy who was the son of Crutcher was found uninjured in the home. The body of a 21-year-old woman was later found at another nearby home. Her 2-month-old child was also unharmed. Several sources said they believe Crutcher had relationships with all the female victims.
Governor Bill Haslam says meetings with 3 credit agencies this week went well, and he's optimistic about the outcomes. Tennessee currently has AAA credit ratings from Moody's Investors, Service and Finch, and AA plus ratings from Standard & Poor's. Haslam says credit agency officials were impressed by the state's low per capita debt and that revenue has exceeded expectations. He says officials wanted to know how threatened federal cuts would affect the state. Department of Finance and Administration Commissioner Mark Emke says the state could lose about $40 million for education and more in indirect federal spending. However, Haslam says Tennessee officials feel like the state is in good position to weather cuts compared to other states.
In a related story, a study by a conservative research organization reports that Tennesseans carry the third lowest burden of state and local taxes. The study by the Tax Foundation said Tennesseans pay an average of 7.7% in per capita income in taxes. The national average is 9.9%. The Memphis Commercial Appeal reports that Tennessee gained one position, going from 47th to 48th lowest tax burden between fiscal year 2009 and fiscal year 2010. Only Alaska and South Dakota had lighter tax burdens in the study. The rankings computes the total amount of state and local taxes paid by residents and then divides the total by each state's total income.
Tennessee Highway Patrol is advising motorists to watch out for deer entering the roads during mating season and hunting season. The THP says the increase in deer-related crashes is likely from October through December. Deer are more likely to be on the move during mating season, especially during daybreak and dusk. Statistics from the Tennessee Highway Patrol show that there were 5,644 deer-related crashes in 2011, including 285 that involved injuries and 2 that were fatal. Since 2007, deer-related crashes in Tennessee have increased 5.9%. Motorists are advised to avoid swerving in efforts to miss approaching deer because swerving could cause the vehicle to flip or veer into oncoming traffic.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
This is J.D. Oliver here at the Smokehouse on Mont Eagle Mountain. My sisters Betsy, Nancy, and I'd like to thank you for supporting our family business for over 50 years.
Hello, this is Stella Parton, and I am standing here right in the middle of Jim Oliver's Smokehouse restaurant. But you need to come in here. We just got through doing a show. We also have a music scene going on here, and I want to invite you to come down because it is your mountain destination. Music on the Mountain in Mont Eagle, Tennessee.
My name's Betsy Oliver. I'm the kitchen manager here. We serve a lot of ribs and barbecue and fried chicken.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer, and I just want to let everybody know to stop in at the Smokehouse if you're ever on your way to Chattanooga or Nashville. They not only have a great gift shop, awesome food, great entertainment on Saturday nights, but beautiful cabins to stay in. Check it out.
Make the Smokehouse your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 84 lodge rooms and 20 timber frame log cabins. Look around our trading posts and eat in our delicious restaurant. Enjoy music on the mountain every Saturday night featuring the best of Nashville. Our family hopes to see you this year at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
I'm Judd Matheny, approving this message as your Tennessee State Representative for the 47th District. When some of you think of me as State Representative, you picture me in a coat and tie at the historic and beautiful state capitol. Nashville's a scenic city. From the Parthenon to the Ryman, it's easy to lose focus. I want you to know that when I serve there, all I can think about is improving your quality of life and protecting your rights here. Nashville's beautiful, but it has nothing on the citizens of the 47th District.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Welcome back. The City of Tullahoma recognized the award-winning Tullahoma High School Band at a reception prior to this week's City Board meeting. Channel 6's Jenny English brings us this report.
We are here today at the Tullahoma Event Center at the reception honoring the Tullahoma High School Band for their accomplishments this past season with the directors, Mr. Greg English and Mr. Justin Scott. And guys, this is a real honor to have the band recognized in this way.
Yes, it is. It was a very nice surprise that the band's had a great season. Of course, the band's been very successful always, but it's always nice to be for someone to take notice. And Mayor Curley called me a couple weeks ago and asked if we would like to take part in the meeting tonight and be recognized, and then offered to even have the reception in the band's honor. It's very nice.
And tell us a little bit about this season. Is it different from previous seasons? What was the show about? Kind of how did this season fall out?
Well, this show, compared to some of our past seasons, was a little bit more dramatic. It's the Romeo and Juliet. The show is entitled Wherefore Art Thou? We had two characters on the field. Ricky Nelson played the role of Romeo, and Hope Woodard played the role of Juliet. But we took a little bit of a twist on the normal story and kind of a modern twist to it. We ended the show a little bit more on a highlighted note. Romeo and Juliet do succumb to death at the end, but they come back at the end, and the field changes to white, and lots of white colors kind of representing heaven. So we didn't want to end on such a negative note, but it's kind of a different modern take on the whole story.
And it looks like, based on the trophies and things behind us now, that you guys have had a really successful year. So as far as competitions, how did they go this year?
It went really well. We've been to 3 competitions. The first one was at Columbia High School in Columbia, Tennessee. Some really stiff competition there, 13 bands. We came in 4th overall at that competition. Our color guard did really well at that competition. They were 2nd overall. Percussion was 3rd overall. That was a really great event. The next week we went to West Morgan High School in Trinity, Alabama. That was the Dixie Pride Classic, and we won everything we could win at that competition. We were best in class, guard, percussion, field commanders, and we outscored all the other bands for grand champion.
And so, talking about number of kids on the field and what it takes to make this sort of accomplishment happen, tell us a little about that.
Well, this year we have about 153 students in the marching program. That includes the color guard, all the instrumentalists you see marching on the field, the front ensemble members, drum line, field commander, so on and so forth. It's one of the larger bands we've had in a while. Getting all that together takes a huge staff. We have Mr. Stephen Crowell that writes our visual package, does an incredible job with all of that. Obviously, Mr. Atticus Hensley arranges all the music, and Mr. Matt Bidding and Miss Kaylee Laboda work together to put the guard visuals together, the color guard. Mr. Paul Gerritsen is our percussion arranger. Who am I leaving out, Mr. English?
That's about it.
I think I've covered everybody. But all of those things working together. We start planning the show in early spring, very late winter, early spring, and it goes through a lot of different stages of development as we work that. The drill sometimes changes. Sometimes we do rewrites, and so it obviously helps to have all of these people in town, in-house, because we know the kids, they know the kids, they know what they're capable of, and they can write according to that. And so it really helps cater it to each individual section of the band by doing it that way.
And right now we're honoring this band for its accomplishments during this marching season, but it doesn't end here. You guys go on to do a lot more. Tell us real quickly a little bit, what's up next?
Within the next month and a half, our students will audition for mid-state, all mid-state ensembles. That's mid-state band, mid-state orchestra, mid-state jazz band, and we'll have quite a few students make that. We pride ourselves on having typically more than any other school in Middle Tennessee to get placed in those bands. A lot of those students will go on to be in all-state groups, all-state band, all-state orchestra, all-state jazz band. Later in the spring, the THS Symphonic Band has been invited to participate in the Tennessee State Concert Festival, and that is we were eligible because of our performance at last year's regional concert festival. It's an honor that only a handful of bands are selected for each year.
Okay, so there's lots more on tap for these guys, and thank you both, because you can't know how much time that you guys individually put into this program unless you're part of it. So thank you both for what you guys do.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up straight ahead.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Our office used to look like this. But now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Welcome back. The National Healthcare Corporation broke ground on their new $11 million nursing home and assisted living project this Tuesday in Tullahoma. Let's watch a portion of that event.
HC is a first-class organization and an undisputed leader in the healthcare industry. We're proud that you have chosen Tullahoma for your next facility. I would like to thank NHC, the property owners, TAEDC members, and the staff at Tullahoma City Planning and Codes. All done a great job. Things like this don't just happen. The communication throughout this lengthy process has been excellent, so hands off to all parties involved.
I can't think of something that I would rather be helping to cut a ribbon for, Mike, than a healthcare facility. For those of you who don't know, I've spent more than 40 years now in the healthcare environment as a nurse. I have a number of NHC facilities in my current district, and they do provide such quality care, not only for those who are going to need full-time care, but also the assisted living that you also supply and the various services throughout the community. So I know for you that you're going to be just delighted when you have NHC here in this community as one of your care providers. So congratulations to NHC, and God bless you in your endeavors. Thank you for having me here today.
It's a true privilege to be able to be here. I was fortunate enough to sit through the very first Health Services Development Agency committee that heard the blueprint for this operation several years back and watch its initial approval, walk through the legislature, and then of course in through the city council and the zoning. And so we're very proud of you to be here. We look forward to a long and fruitful relationship.
We first began to consider this project in 2007, 2008, and I can only say again the word humbling. The amount of cooperation that we've had from all the different members of government and economic development has truly been remarkable. We've had nothing but cooperation and assistance. You know, we develop projects and have developed projects throughout the Southeast. And again, just in summary, I would say that we've never had better cooperation from a city and a county than we've had here in Coffee County, and specifically in Tullahoma. Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause for that. We appreciate so much this time. Several years ago, and I kind of recounted, we started in 2007 and 8, and it seems almost that long ago that we began to work with a gentleman by the name of Joe Lester and talking about where to locate this property. We tried to find the right place in Tullahoma, and he's been a gentleman, a patient gentleman, I might add, as I told you, for a few years since we've worked with this. But I'd like to thank Joe Lester also for all his work.
I'm a little sentimental today because I'm back home. I am back home. All of you people are my friends. You have wonderful friends in this community. I see people I cannot wait to spend my days with again when I get back to town. I promise to be a part of the NHC team. There's no I in team. I know we've all heard that before. Each partner will be committed to a positive work environment. And we, like I said, live, eat, and breathe this customer service program. And I want to tell you that we're here today not just because of the NHC team. We're here because of the team that the city of Tullahoma is. And I don't have permission to do this, but you are official honorary members of our NHC team if you will accept that invitation. And I look forward to the day when we're back in this town and we're providing the quality care that you all expect from NHC and we expect from ourselves. So God bless you and thank you.
And more Newsleader is coming up right after these messages.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a husky mix named Allie, available for adoption. Allie is approximately 1 year old and has had some vaccinations. He is great with other pets and children and will receive a free spay provided by the Unitarian Universalist Church of Tullahoma. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $25 deposit, refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
And the Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Scooter. Scooter's a tan and white smooth-coated mixed breed. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society by sending it to Post Office Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
And we want to bring you up to date on some items on our community calendar tonight. First off, we brought you a story Tuesday about St. Barnabas Episcopal Church's fundraiser, which was originally scheduled for November 9th and 10th. That event has been postponed and will be rescheduled at a later date. We'll keep you advised on when that date is announced. And the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department's Rock Creek Concert Series will present the season's final concert this Saturday night at Fraser McEwen Park. The featured artist this week will be the Travis Womack Band with special guest Magnolia. The concert starts at 7 p.m. and coolers, blankets, and lawn chairs are permitted. Food vendors will also be on site. Life Care Center of Tullahoma will be having a safe trick-or-treat event at the center on Wednesday, October 31st in the main dining room. The event is open to the community, and trick-or-treaters are invited to stop by between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And the Performing Arts Center for Performing Arts for Children and Teens is hosting Halloween fun at the South Jackson Civic Center again this weekend. They invite you to visit the Sunny Acres Sanitarium for Friday and Saturday, October 26th and 27th, just to see how spooky a loony bin can be. The fun starts each night at 8 p.m. and costs $5. All proceeds go to fund PACT's ongoing effort to involve local area children and teens with the performing arts. We'll be right back in just a moment with your weather forecast.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Will I buy anywhere else?
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice. All made from scratch, using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
I'm Judd Matheny, approving this message as your Tennessee State Representative for the 47th District. When some of you think of me as State Representative, you picture me in a coat and tie at the historic and beautiful state capitol. Nashville's a scenic city. From the Parthenon to the Ryman, it's easy to lose focus. I want you to know that when I serve there, all I can think about is improving your quality of life and protecting your rights here. Nashville's beautiful, but it has nothing on the citizens of the 47th District.
Mom?
She's on the phone. She's on the phone.
Hi. So I have some news. I wanted to call you first. We found out what we're going to have today. We're having a boy.
It's a boy!
I know.
Let it all in with Charter Phone and get unlimited nationwide calling.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1931 at 84 degrees. The record low was in 1955 at 25 degrees. The average high on this day is 69 and the average low is 44. For tonight, look for a little bit of cloudy weather with a low of around 51. Partly cloudy weather expected for Friday with a high of 74 and a low of 51, and some showers could be in the forecast for Saturday with a high of 56 and a low of 44. And Chip, we mentioned in that community calendar event about some local Halloween events, but also in Manchester, there's Safe on the Square, I believe, on
Safe
Wednesday.
on the Square, same day, Wednesday, on the Manchester Square around the courthouse. It's usually a huge event. Several thousand kids come out for it. So, also football weekend, Wildcats tomorrow night. Big game. Raiders have senior night Friday night at home as well. Their final game of the season. And Coffee County Youth Football has its championships in Manchester this weekend. So.
That's right. Tullahoma Wildcats are 6-3 on the year, taking on Lawrenceburg, who are 4-5. So get out to see one of those games. And
want to also tell our viewers, please, to look for a story this weekend in the Saturday Independent. The Manchester Chiefs youth football team will be playing a game, or maybe two games, at LP Field after the Titans-Colts game on this Sunday. So it ought to be, NFL referees are going to be involved. It ought to be really cool. So big kudos to our team out there from Manchester.
Absolutely. Not many people get to do that.
Nope.
All right, that is our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a good night.